Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Virtual Coffee House. My name is John, and I'll be your host for this evening. The Two-Way Street Coffee House has been providing live music on Friday nights for over 50 years. So we are an all-volunteer staff, believe it or not, for the last 50 years, but I haven't been here the whole time. Due to the COVID, this is our week 35 of our live streaming format because we felt that it was important to keep the music going. So that's how this all works. Tonight we have Shanna in a dress, and she's coming to us somewhere out in her virtual world. Actually, she's in town this weekend, and she is actually performing, has 2 gigs this weekend, both in the Chicagoland area. Tonight, she's coming to us from Randomosity Records in Downers Grove, Illinois, a fine place. And then tomorrow night, she's going to be on a program called Folk Stage on WFMT radio. That's a 98.7 FM, and that takes place at 8 o'clock. Shanna has the distinct honor of having been a Kerrville music writing contest winner, and so we are so happy to have her here tonight. Just to let you know, there's no performance fee. There's no ugly guy at the door taking a ticket. She is playing strictly for your donations. So you can donate on the Two-Way Street website, and you see that at the bottom of the screen, twowaystreet.org. There's a button there for the artist, and you can be as generous as you want, because then she makes a lot of money. So if your heart desires to contribute, please be as generous as you can, because like I say, she's playing strictly for your donations, and the Two-Way Street PayPal donations go to her. You can use your PayPal account, or you can use a debit or a credit card with PayPal. And don't be worried, because that is super easy. Even I know how to do that. So with that, let's bring in Shanna in a dress. Take it away, Shanna.
Thank you. That was such a kind introduction, and it was really hard for me to hold in my 13-year-old boy sense of humor when you said there's no performance P. Like, I had so many jokes that I needed to interrupt you with. Luckily, I held it in. Hey, Ken, thanks for watching. This song is so we can get to know each other fast, right away. First date, oh, you have a nice face. It's small talk over coffee, we go over the basics. A bunch of little facts that really don't matter. I'll start with my family, end with the data. I have 2 older brothers, one's in tech, one's a chiropractor. My family's from Buffalo, but that's not where I grew up. Went to school at UVA, wahoo, I got my BA. That was an expensive way to make good friends. I'm a 7 on the Enneagram. I have a 67.5-inch wingspan. My birthday is 2/19. I'm on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces, but neither match much. Play 5 instruments, but only one of them well. I'm a size 10 shoe, and I never tell my middle name. I have 2 eyes and 1 persistent cough, and 10 toes only 'cause they cut the 11th one off. Do you wanna go out with me? Do you wanna go out with me? I play a mean horse on the basketball court, but walking with a dog is my favorite sport. I do cat and cow and yoga if it makes me sweat, and I go down rabbit holes on the internet. By now you know what I look like when I'm not dressed fancy, that I don't like to drink unless it tastes like candy, and I could be a vegetarian if it weren't for chicken wings, and I'd put Frank's Red Hot on everything. I get freaked out by people touching their eyes. I'm a realistic romantic who loves surprises. I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift. Someday we'll co-write a song. She doesn't know I exist. Maybe pass this one along. Do you wanna go out with me? Do you wanna go out with me? We've been hanging a few months. Maybe we'll make it. Things I should have said up front, but I guess I waited. I didn't date till really late in life. I think marriage is a sham, but I still want to be a wife. I think I want kids because I like them a lot, but I'm afraid I can't afford them unless my career takes off. But if it does, maybe it's okay if I don't have them. I'm afraid of childbirth and leaking outside the bathroom. It'd be a bonus if you could balance out my stingy boss, which is this guitar. I'll only marry for love. I'm not shallow, but I can't deny that my pockets are. Do you wanna go out with me? Do you wanna go out with me? Let's set it straight. It's like the 28th date. By now you know my clock runs 10 minutes late, and I burn what I cook, and I never make the bed. But if you're still listening, maybe I haven't scared you yet. I twist and break my hair, it drives people crazy. I'm messy, and I'm the best at procrastinating. Do my half of the chores less than a quarter of the time, but I'll forgive your weaknesses if you overlook mine. I can be immature, but it's not always bad. I'll get you to laugh and flash you when you're sad. Got a good brain on my shoulders, a good heart in my chest. If you can stimulate the woos, I'll let you stimulate the rest. Do you wanna go out with me? Do you wanna go out with me? What if this song was like COVID-19 and it spread across the nations and they'd all know me? And when they lifted the quarantine, I'd be overwhelmed with applications. Need a committee to screen, so don't apply if you love 45. And if you're not into my music, this is never gonna jive. I think this could be a good way to save some time. If you like wacky songwriters, I could be your bride. Do you wanna go out with me? Do you wanna go out with me? Thank you. That was my online dating profile song / the song I entered into the NPR Tiny Desk contest, but I didn't actually enter it because, true to the line about my procrastinating in that song, I submitted it at 12 o'clock a.m. and submissions were due at 11:59 p.m. So the NPR team never saw my submission, and my little heart was broken. Hi, Martin. Thanks. I am happy to be out here in Chicago. I confess, it's like pretty much my first time being here, and I didn't want it to be in the late winter, but my friends told me it had really good food. So if you have a Chicago restaurant, because I think that's the only way we can keep them afloat, keep buying from them, put it in the comments. I would love some to read all of your suggestions before I'm out of here for this whirlwind of a trip where I flew to play shows to virtual audiences. Okay, for this next one, I'm going to play you, I don't know why I felt like playing this one, but I did. It's a tribute to this dude who invited me over to swap songs. He's a very talented musician, and he still doesn't know that this song is about him. You invited me over in the middle of October to your private little mountain house. I didn't really want to go, but it had been a while and I needed to get out. Then you sang your songs too loud, eyes closed for 2 hours straight, while I picked at my fingernails, then told you you were great. Oh, I don't think you cared who I was at all, but I held a kind mirror and you liked what you saw. You don't care how I feel, but you're not a big deal. And I'm wasting my time. You think I bow to your kind, but your head's way bigger than your heart, you hypocrite. So get over it. Then I gave you a foot rub, it was a good one, just because I'm nice. Thinking you'd say thank you, that felt so good, you really made my night. But before I could leave, you said stay put, you still gotta rub my other foot. He actually said that. You don't care how I feel, but you're not a big deal. And I'm wasting my time. You think I bow to your kind, but your head's way bigger than your heart, you hypocrite. So get over it. Oh, I'm so unattracted to your ego. So why don't we go outside? I'll kiss you goodbye, the metaphorical kind. 'Cause you don't care how I feel, but you're not a big deal. And I'm wasting my time. You think I bow to your kind, but your head's way bigger than your heart, you hypocrite. I said your head's way bigger than your heart, which is bigger than your... So get over it, 'cause I'm over it. Thank you. I wonder if oh yeah, I did put that song on my live album. So I was just telling my friends before I started this show that my debut album is coming out this year, which is very exciting. And also, I don't know, kind of embarrassing because I've been performing for a long time and writing songs for a long time, yet this is my first year of putting recorded music out into the world. Not quite true, because last year I released a live album, and that's available to anyone who wants one for free over at shannaandaddress.com. And I would love if you went home with one of those today. But first of all, you guys look at this cool tuner. Isn't he cool? I suddenly want everything I'm playing right now is borrowed, but now I have this idea that I want to have like a decked out tuner and capo and guitar. Like, I'd never seen people have fun with tuners before, so now the idea box has been lit. But anyway, as I was saying, debut live album came out last year. It's not on streaming platforms. It's only available through shannandjess.com. And the debut album is coming out in a few months, and this is going to be the title track. I don't know how to use the cool tuner. Good thing I have ears. Good. All right. My ears tell me it's in tune. Yeah, here. I just set it to the wrong setting. That was cool. That made me feel like I was back on in my tennis team days. We always caught balls one-handed like that. Oh yeah. Maybe it was in tune with itself, but not quite glow-worthy. Okay. So, this song's the title track off my debut album. Yeah, I recently joined a a girl group of, like, I don't know, this sisterhood thing where we all talk to each other. Whoa, things are going crazy over here. Yeah, you knocked it off. But anyway, it's a lot of like feelings and crying and being women together. This thing that I just joined, and it's gonna take some adjusting for me because I have this, like, I don't know, resistance to feelings, which is funny because I'm in I don't know, a genre that's all about singing your feelings. But either way, this is my desire to be more in touch with your feelings comes out in this song. Uh-oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I blink, but I don't even think no more. On autopilot, my body walks around the world so mechanically. He died, she's born, he's married. I'm bored, and I don't even shed a tear. I've become vacant and numb, programmed to what they all want to hear. What I would give to feel like you. What I would give to feel human. But I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. Somebody think I'm a robot. Uh-oh, cut me open. I'm fairly certain all you'll see is nuts and bolts and faulty wiring, emptiness crashing together in a hollow chest. Oh, I remember hearing once indifference is the opposite of love, and I remember feeling once, but the dream gets hazy as the days go on. What I would give to feel like you. What I would give to feel human. But I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. I'm a robot somebody to move me. I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. Somebody think I'm a robot. Oh, what I would give to feel like you. What I would give to feel human. But I'm a robot waiting for somebody to move me. Somebody. I'm a robot. Thanks. Sorry I'm wearing such a plain dress. I know Shannon in a dress should like bring it in her dress game, but my like wintry dresses are far and few between. I have like 3 long sleeve dresses that I like, so you get the plain boring one today. In that super kind introduction, you guys mentioned the Kerrville songwriting contest, and I would love to play for you guys this song that was one of the songs that contest recognized and has become one of my most requested songs to date. And some of the story behind this is, if you if you YouTube A Face Like Yours, Shannon in a Dress, you will see a full band performance of this show, which was actually my live album. And JJ Jones is my drummer. She is wonderful, and she is totally responsible for sparking this song idea. And I just massively have her openness and generosity with her own feelings to thank for inspiring this song. And so I combined her experience with some of my own, and A Face Like Yours was born. So here we go. It's worth making sure I'm exactly in tune actually for this one. Let's see. Any new people out there watching that haven't seen me before? Because there's a pretty fun explanation to why I'm Shanna in a dress that I could tell you. You guys let me know. Roadies, if there's anyone new that's watching that wants to know, let me know after this song, and I'll tell you the story of how I became Shanna in a dress. But until then, here's this song. I remember being sick, just a little kid, a thermometer in my mouth. You said you'd better stay home, so I did. And we watched Wizard of Oz. You told me stories because you said when the going gets tough, the best medicine is pure love. The last decade, we've been losing you. Doctors told me there's nothing I could do. I know it's just some changes in your brain, but I wonder, are you in there somewhere? I keep thinking one of these days you're gonna wake up and laugh, throw back your head and say, how weird was that? Are you in there somewhere? 'Cause I keep saying to myself, you're still somewhere in that shell, you're just stuck inside, don't know how to tell me. I remember the day you didn't remember my name. I tried to touch you and you'd move away. I'd fight back the tears and the urge to curse. Think, what am I doing here with some woman with a face like yours? These years of losing you, oh, there's nothing I could do. I could read. I could read to you, I could read to some woman with a face like yours. Are you in there somewhere? I keep thinking one of these days you're gonna wake up and laugh, throw back your head and say, how weird was that? And we'd go on from this painful reverie. I don't have to be the sole keeper of our memories. We'd take a deep breath and go outdoors. I tell you about that woman with a face like yours. They say the last thing to go is your brain forgets how to swallow, and my aunt put a dollop of pudding on your tongue. Hours later, it was still there, and I knew you were done. And the machine played that steady tone, and I felt relieved, and I felt alone. But what did I even lose? Was it my mom or some woman still wearing her shoes? Are you out there somewhere? Are your legs finally running free of that wheelchair? Are you climbing up our old wooden stairs? Are you watching? Are you hearing this song? Are you still that woman? Are you my mom? Do you dance to Glenn Miller and drink martinis when you want to check in? Do you still get to see me? You said when the going gets tough, the best medicine is pure love, and I gave it my all. So did you, of course, even as that woman with a face like yours. Thank you. And I just got word that Susan and Dave are new first-time listeners. So, the story behind how I became Shannon Address is that I used to have the grand, amazing stage name of Shanna Whore, which you might think is a really weird stage name to choose, and it is. My parents chose that one for me. Because I come from a long line of whores, and it's spelled with an H. And ultimately, I thought, well, you know what? Maybe having the last name of Whore is not contributing to people coming to my shows. And I also thought it would make it really hard for announcers, because all through growing up, when my teachers would call roll, like sometimes they would just say the last names of people until they got to the H's, and then they would always flip and be like, Shanna, here. And so really it was out of the kindness of my heart to save you guys from the embarrassment that I had to go through my entire life, which was fine. I rocked it. Like, for real, if I get married, I'll probably keep it. I really like being a whore. But alas, on stage, I am Shanna in a dress. It's much easier to, I don't know, be. I can live up to people's expectations with that name. Here is another song off of, so the last song I played is on my live album, but this next one is going to be on my studio album, and I really like the production on it. So the story behind this one is that I was telling my boyfriend at the time, I was complaining about what a shit show I am. And he said, yeah, but you're a shit show on the outside. And on the inside, you're solid. And most people are the other way around. And I would rather have your kind any day. And I thought that was like the sweetest thing. And I needed to capture it in a song because I'd never felt so at peace with my shit showiness as that, as he made me feel in that moment. So I present to you the story of me. There's a banana peel under the brakes in my car, a pile of red hair still on your shower wall, a big stack of checks I've yet to deposit, dirty clothes starting to smell in the corner of your closet. You're clean, pristine, and oh so sweet. Are you sure you're okay with me? But you say I wear my shit show on the outside. It's not the kind I try to pretend to hide. Others, you know, are volcano eruptions after you've already chosen to trust them, and you'd rather handle a shit show you can see. Babe, I'm so glad that you see that in me. I'm barefoot on blacktops and my dirty feet clash fantastically with your satin sheets. I leave the lights on and the fridge door ajar. Do you have my spare? 'Cause I locked my keys in my car. Oh, you have got your systems, and I think I caused the glitch in them. But you say I wear my shit show on the outside. It's not the kind I try to pretend to hide. Others, you know, are volcano eruptions after you've already chosen to trust them, and you rather handle a shit show you can see. Babe, I'm so glad that you've seen that in me. I'm a bunch of gifts with coal in your stocking, and you're cleaning up the toilets I'm clogging. You know I'm a mess, but you know what you're getting. Honest and perfect, but promise I'll stick to my word. Haven't you heard? I'm a shit show, but you bought tickets, babe. You're in the first row to this shit show. Oh, I know you ain't complaining, 'cause you get to see me naked. Thank you. I kind of wanted to name the record after that song, but then I don't know. I would have no shot at radio airplay ever. I want to tell you guys about the coolest thing I'm about to do in my life thus far, which is that this summer I'm biking across the USA and playing music shows, and from the West Coast to the East Coast. And I would love for you to be a part of it in any way. So I'm going to be doing it on behalf of the Pangea World Foundation, which is a charity that I really love, that is up to environmentally sustainable business practice transformation. And I have a small but mighty team so far, like a support driver. And if you want to be a part, as in like you want to ride with me or donate or host a show, like all that planning stuff is happening right now, and I would love to play a show in your backyard, and an outdoor, socially distanced, safe show. And if you don't have the backyard for it, like a neighborhood park, or if venues are back up and running by then, how cool would it be if Two-Way Street Coffee was up and running? It would be awesome. So who knows? Either way, I want this to be a huge reason for connection and bring back some togetherness after, oh my gosh, 2 years of 1.5 years. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It's been 1 year and 3 months. But it feels like 2 years, at least, to me. And so there's a hosting form that you can fill out at over at shannondress.com/bike-tour-2021, or you'll see it on my website. If you fill that out, then I could potentially come to you and bring some entertainment. Oh, you know what I did the other day? So I've been doing these weekly Wednesday YouTube video things, and I just shared with you guys my bike and build rap on my YouTube channel. When I biked across the country in 2011 or 12, I don't remember. It was one of those years. I did it with the organization called Bike and Build, which raises money for affordable housing causes. And on our first day, it was with a group. We had like 25 of us. We went for a little training ride. It was, I don't know, like a 17-mile training ride to get used to riding in a group and doing biking hand signals and stuff like that. And on our orientation ride, I wrote this rap in my head and then came back and was like, "Excuse me, group, I would like to perform a rap for you that I just wrote in my head." And I still like it, so I posted this rap on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to do it for you now. It goes like this. I wrote this rap on this route that I ride, reciting recitations that my resolutions tried to write. I said I'd bike to change the world, take a before pic while my thighs are still the size of a girl's. It's the capital ride, and we ride through D.C. The capital of ride is R, and there's no I in team, but there's two I's in capital ride, like there's two eyes on my face. And with two eyes, there's no surprise. If you look around at this place, you'll see a Ford, a bull. My chains are my bling. I put my pedals to the metal for affordable housing. So I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike on build days just like T.I. We say we'll do whatever you like. Holes in your basement? We'll patch it. You may think our nation's tragic, but with donation magic, we make our creations happen. So pay some money, pay up front. We ain't doing no will call. Put your hands in your pants and grab some dollar bill, y'all. while I'm singing Miley Cyrus's The Climb in my head and daydreaming of sleeping in a nice warm bed. But some people aren't that lucky, to tell you the truth. But everyone deserves life, liberty, and the pursuit of a roof. So when I'm flat tired or I get a flat tire, I won't quit because I'm not fat, I'm damn fit, and I'm inspired because our world is beautiful, but we can spice it up by riding to help this housing crisis stop. It's not too shabby, we wear chamois, not ashamed because we save families. So be smart and help it like a helmet on your head. Bike and build, life rebuild. Yeah, that's what I said. And with that, I highly encourage you to fill out the hosting form or the ride-along form on my website, or check out that YouTube video. We filmed it in front of a green screen and me on a stationary bike rapping. Rapping? Can you call that rapping? I like to call myself the world's best frapper. It's like white girl folk rap is what the category I've invented. All right, near the beginning of the lockdown. Actually, all throughout it, I wrote a fair number of songs, but this is one I wrote in the beginning when I don't know if you've reached this point. It seems like there's many people that are still very afraid, but I reached a point of like, you know what? If this virus takes me and I'm gone, I'm okay with it. I'm done living in fear. And it was that sentiment, which of course doesn't mean behave irresponsibly, but just like making that decision to not be scared was so freeing. That's what inspired this song. I've been the pinwheel, I've been the breeze, I've sewed up stitches and I've caused the blood, been the frost decoration on the fingers of trees. I've risen in hot air balloons from the mud. I've been the virgin, I've been the prostitute. I have forgiven, I've been the persecutor. I have been sober, I've been the addict. I've shivered in silence, reveled in static, and I've always believed there's more to see. Now I'm free. I've wrestled lips with a true-to-God angel, tangled with the devil and wound up in tangles. Hurricanes have blown in through cracks in the ceiling. I've gripped the umbrella while the sky was weeping. I've melted in softness, carved out a callus. I've savored love and choked upon malice. But I've seen the sparkle on a butterfly wing, tasted champagne bubbles, heard the trickling spring. And I've always believed there's more to see. Now I'm free. For me. I'll go, not with the clatter, but with a whisper, floating atop the current of the river, not with the aftertaste of something bitter. I'll wave, sail away on a sea made of glitter. Free, free, free. If this is how it ends, cry happy. Thank you much. And just wanted to give a big shout out to 2A Street Coffee House for having me. This is, it actually takes something to get booked here. You guys have a long waiting list. So thank you for fitting me in on the weekend that I could be here. And I'm loving Chicago so far. Also, fun fact, I was born in a suburb of Chicago. It's weird. I don't feel connected to my birthplace at all, but it's like a city that comes, you know, you spend the rest of your life answering that at some point of like, oh yeah, where were you born? I was born in Barrington, Illinois. And I don't know, that means nothing to me. I haven't been back to Chicago since I was 6 months old. And but as I said earlier, I'm excited to eat my way through it. And, you know, I can be healthy once I'm back in Boulder. I've been doing this project. It's called Real Women, Real Songs, and Carrie Cooper started it. And basically 21 women are writing a song a week, or there's actually 7 visual artists that are a part of it too, based on word prompts that were given and sharing them publicly. So you can't just write it, you also have to share it. And side note, my prompt for my next week is magazine, and I don't have any ideas. So if you have any ideas, give me an idea in the comment for, I don't know, a song idea related to the word magazine. But this is one of the songs that I wrote as a result of this project, and I'm having a lot of fun playing it. So playing that one for you now. You ride rainbows and deep sea dive. You're the face of freedom, makes me want to be alive. I watch you bike off into the sunrise. I want to play, play, play in your beautiful mind. I want to play, play, play in your beautiful, beautiful mind. La-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. I took a bite of your brain, tasted like confectioner's sugar. Let's run away from chaos, make a ruckus together. Mine tastes like chocolate chips, and everywhere we go from now, we're gonna skip, and words will be backwards. Feel our feelings with our hands, somersault into the future without making any plans yet. Let's break all the rules. Let's take all the time. Oh, I just wanna play in your beautiful mind. La-dee-da-da-dee-da-da. It's Skinny Dipping Monday. Let's get mud in our butt cheeks and shoplift a lottery ticket. I'm feeling lucky. We We scribble so dang far past the page. We're getting younger as we creep toward middle age. Yeah, in our world, paper beats scissors. The sky is tie-dye. Cupcakes are oxygen, and it doesn't have to make sense. We let our imaginations throw up on the music. I read in a book once, that's how the professionals do it. Let's break all the rules. Let's take all the time. Oh, I just wanna play in your beautiful mind. My heart beats a drum beat every time you're with me. I start tapping my feet to the rhythm of happy. Heart beats a drum beat every time you're with me. I start tapping my feet to the rhythm of happy. Let's break all the rules. Let's take all the time. Oh, I just wanna play in your beautiful mind. Yeah, your beautiful mind. Yeah, la-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. Let's break all the rules. Let's take all the time. Oh, I just wanna play in your beautiful mind. La-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. Thank you much. All right, I got 2 left for you. And thank you again. And to those of you who donate at 2astreet.org, I so appreciate that. It's been a weird time to be a musician for a living, but I think we're all adapting, and thanks to the generosity of people like you who are actually, continuing to support artists by watching their virtual shows, we know it's not the same. So extra thank you to you guys out there listening. I haven't played this one in a while, and this song's pretty special to me. This is for a woman I used to help named Shelly. She was in a bad car accident when she was 17. It left her paralyzed from the chest down. And I was an overnight caregiver for her, and her routine was so intense, and it brought so much appreciation to me for all the little picky details of my own self-care that I forget, that I take for granted, I guess. And so this song's for Shelly. Mascara, lashes, get every last bit out of the tube. Blow her hair dry, it's so thick it takes forever to do. Fasten her wrist braces, medications on her tongue. Living in a chair makes morning care extra long. And I'd ask her, are you ready? Are you ready to go? Are you ready, Shelly? Are you ready to go? And she says, look down at your fingers. There's something I want you to remember. You got one to catch a ride to San Francisco, one to point when you're dancing the disco, one to lift when you get cut off, and one reserved for the one you love. to reach the tiniest notes on guitar. She said, I can't use my fingers anymore, but thank you for lending me yours. I arrive and Shelley has a cold. I push her stomach down and help her cough. In the middle of the night when she gets warm, I tiptoe into her room, pull her blanket off. She'd say an unscratched itch is worse than pain. Try it yourself, see what you think. Shelley had a really itchy nose. And I look down at my fingers and do my best to remember. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to go. I got one to catch a ride to San Francisco, one to point when I'm dancing the disco, one to lift when I get cut off, and one reserved for the one I love, and one to reach the tiniest notes on guitar. She'd say, I can't use my fingers anymore, but thank you for lending me yours. Ooh. Last night I got a call, 12 a.m. I learned that Shelley's on the other side, dancing and running her fingers through the sand. Oh, I've had a lot of jobs, but the one that changed me most was being Shelley's hands. She was ready to go. She was ready to go. Well, you know, I said I had two more, but why don't we just end it on that one? John?
Hello.
Hey.
I'm here. I'm still here. I'm waiting for Tim to put my ugly muck up. There I am, up on the screen. Just to remind you that tomorrow night, Shanna and Address will be at the radio station WFMT 98.7 at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have realized the importance of reminding everybody, because they're tuning in from all over the country and the world, that we are Central Standard Time here. So, like I say, you can tune in tomorrow for her. Next Friday, we have Buddy Mundlock performing on a regular Friday night spot. And you can find his information on the link at twowaystreet.org or our Facebook page. He'll, of course, be with us from 8 to 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So, Shanna, I've enjoyed the music a lot, but, you know, you never get out of the coffee house without an encore. So, do you have one more song you could play for me?
Well, If you insist. Twist my arm. I will happily play you an encore. This song is about how to turn on a woman. Or, you know, a man, probably. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Oh, baby. Last night was so good. You were amazing. I can picture it right now. The way you brought in the groceries. The way you took out the trash. The way you remembered to feed the cat. Then you unloaded the dishwasher. And when I got home from work, you had dinner on the table. I wanted you for dessert. Oh, I don't need a man with a face like bread, Zac Efron's hair or Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. So hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I like your dad bod. And oh, I can feel it. It's so hard and so smooth. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You finally sanded the table in the living room. Then I got hot and bothered when you answered my text right away. Then I got really tired. And you said those magic words. Okay, not today. Oh, I don't need a man with a face like bread, George Clooney's hair or Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. Yeah, I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. So hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I like your dad bod, and I love how I don't have to babysit you at parties. 'Cause ladies, we all know that's the worst. They say nice guys finish last, and they're right. You always let me come first. Woo! I don't need a man with a face like bread, Zac Efron's hair or Channing Tatum's abs, sporting a Rolex and a Cadillac. I said I like it if you look like you would be a good dad. Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. So hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I like your dad bod. Thank you guys so much. I'm Shanna in a dress. I hope you stay in touch. And thanks so much to Two-Way Street.